Hello friends, myself Darshan Pandit, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering from Walchand Institute of Technology, Solapur. So today we are going to discuss about technology and tools for protecting information resources. So at the end of the session, student will be able to distinguish various technologies for safeguarding information resources. So in this we are going to see identity management and authentication, firewalls, intrusion detection system and antivirus software. So identity management or ID management is the organizational process for ensuring that individual have appropriate access to the technology resources. So more specifically, this include identifying, authentication and authorization of a person or persons to have access to the application, system or network. Okay. Identity management software automates the process of keeping track of all these users and their system privileges and assigning each user a unique digital identity for accessing each system. So identity management is an important part of enterprise security plan, as it is linked to both security and productivity of the organization. So to gain access to a system, user must be authorized and authenticated. Authentication refers to the ability to know that a person who claim to be for accessing the resource. Okay. So authentication is often established by using passwords known only to the authorized user. So an end user uses password to log on to a computer system, and many also use password for accessing specific systems or files. So when employees must change complex password frequently, so they often take shortcuts such as choosing password they are easy to guess or remember. Okay. So if transmitted over network or stolen through social engineering, okay, which are termed as a sniffed. Okay. So new authentication technologies such as token, smart card and biometric authentication overcome some of these problems. So a token is a physical device similar to a identification card that is designed to prove the identity of a single user. Okay. So tokens are small gadget that typically fit on a keyring and displays passcode that can change frequently. Okay. Smart card is a device about the size of credit card that contains a chip formatted with access permission and other data. Okay. So a reader device interprets the data on the smart card and allows or denies the access. So also the biometric authentication uses system that reads and interpret individual human traits such as fingerprint, iris or voice. Okay. So that it can grant or deny access. So biometric authentication is based on measurement of physical or behavioral traits that makes each individual unique. So it compares person's unique character such as fingerprint, face or retinal image against a stored profile of these characteristics. Okay. So firewall prevent unauthorized access, that is users from accessing from private network. Okay. So a firewall is a combination of hardware and software that controls the flow of incoming and outgoing network traffic. So it is generally placed between organization private internal network and distrusted over the external network, okay, such as internet. Okay. So although firewall can also be used to protect one part of company's network from the rest part of network. So firewall act as a gatekeeper who examine uh, each user's credential before access is granted to a network. So firewall identifies name, IP address, application and other characteristics of incoming traffic. So it also checks if this information against the access rules that have been programmed into a system by a network administrator. So there are a number of firewall screening technology. So this include static packet filtering, stateful inspections, network address translation and application proxy filtering, where the packet filtering examines the selected field in the header of data packets flowing back and forth between the trusted network. Okay. So it examining individual packet in isolation, stateful inspection provides additional security by determining whether the packet are part of ongoing dialogue between the sender and the receiver. So it set up a state table to track information over the multiple packets. So packets are accepted or rejected based on whether they are the part of approved conversation. So network address translation NAT can provide another layer of protection when static packet filtering and stateful inspections are employed. Okay. So NAT conceals IP address of organization internal host computer to prevent sniffer programs outside the firewall from asserting them and using the information to penetrate the internal system. So application proxy filtering examine the application content of the packet. So a proxy server stops data packet originating from the outside the organization. So it inspect them and passes a proxy to the other side of the firewall. So if the user outside the company wants to communicate with the user inside the organization, the outsider user first has to talk with the proxy application, and the proxy application communicates with the firm's internal computer. Okay. So the figure represents a firewall which is placed between firm's private network and the public network. Okay. So the firewall act like a gatekeeper who can examine each user credential before access is granted to the network. So in order to create a good firewall, an administrator must maintain detailed internal rules identifying the people, application or addresses that are allowed or rejected. Okay, so here you can pause the video and answer the question. So which technology is responsible for providing another layer of protection when static packet filtering and stateful inspections are employed? So the correct answer is C, that is network address translation NAT, that provides another layer of protection when. So intrusion detection system feature is a full-time monitoring tool placed at the most vulnerable point or hotspot of corporate network to detect and deter intruder continually. So the system generates an alarm if it finds a suspicious or anomalous event. So monitoring software examines event that are happening or to discover security attack in the progress. So antivirus software prevents detection and removes the malware, including computer virus, computer worm, Trojan horse, spyware and any adware. However, most antivirus software is effective only against malware which are already known when software was written. To remain effective, the antivirus must be continually updated. To help business reduce cost and improve manageability, security vendors have combined into a single appliance where security tools including firewall, virtual private network, intrusion detection system, and web content filtering and anti-spam software. So these comprehensive security management products are called Unified Threat Management System. Although initially aimed at small and medium-sized business, so UTM products are available for all size of network. So the initial security standard developed for Wi-Fi are called Wi-Fi equivalent privacy. Okay. So it is not very effective because its encryption key based on relatively easy to crack. So wired equivalent privacy (WEP) provides some margin for security. However, if a user remembers to enable it, corporations can further improve Wi-Fi security by using it in a conjunctions with virtual private network technology, okay, when accessing the internal corporate data. Okay. So in June 2004, the Wi-Fi Alliance Industry Trade Group finalized IEEE 802.11i specification, okay, that replaces WEP with stronger security standards. So instead of static encryption key used in WEP, the new standard uses much longer key that continually change, so making them harder to crack. So it also employ an encrypted authentication system with a central authentication server in order to ensure only authorized user access the network. Okay. So these are the references which are used to create this video. Thank you.